Hey guys, Cheyenne here with Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. I'm going to do a full moon reading for y'all tonight. I'm going to do just a normal cross and staff spread. Pull some oracle cards. But yeah, I wanted to do a full moon reading. I was just outside looking at the full moon, guys, and oh my gosh, she's so beautiful tonight. And she has this halo around her. And if y'all look at my Instagram, my phone does not do it justice. It's just the most beautiful full moon tonight. I swear, it's the most beautiful I've ever seen. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do a reading. It's really late. It's like, what time is it? Where is my phone? Okay, it's like 2:28. Okay, it's really late. And so everybody's sleeping, so I got to keep it quiet. Yeah, I was out there charging one of my favorite stones. My friend at work, she got me this. It's amethyst. It's the shape of a paw print because she knows I love animals. But anyway, we'll have that here tonight for protection. But anyway, I need to charge all of my other ones. I just haven't because I use them so much, you know. But I need to just get them all together, put them in my glass bowl, and take them out there and charge them. But anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're feeling well. Thank you guys for subscribing to Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. If you haven't yet, feel free to click the button below to subscribe, and it's free to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I put out a new reading. Okay, guys? And let me give you a few warnings. I do use a bell, which can be loud. I also use dice, which can be loud. And I cuss a little, okay? Just letting you know. So yeah, let's get into this for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to pray first. Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, ancestors, ascended masters, please be here with me tonight for this reading for the collective on the night of this beautiful full moon. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for your love and your grace and your mercy. I want to thank you for all the many things you have blessed me so abundantly with, dear Heavenly Father. I know I don't deserve any of it, and I just thank you so much for everything, my family, my home, my job. Thank you, dear Heavenly Father. I want to thank you for the collective. I want to thank you for allowing me to this gift of being able to read cards for the collective, dear Heavenly Father, and communicate with you through the cards. Thank you so much for allowing me to hear clear, concise messages for the collective. And thank you for the clear, concise messages you're going to give me tonight. And dear Heavenly Father, please watch over all of the collective and me. Protect us all. Put a hedge of protection around us to protect us from evil, protect us from harm. If there's any dark magic, spell work, or evil eyes being sent our way, please block them, return them with cinder. If there's any hexes or curses being sent our way, please block them, return them with cinder, dear Heavenly Father. In Jesus' mighty name, thank you. Oh, guys, today, look, this lady, so I don't know how many of y'all know, but I smoke cigarettes, okay? Which I know is not good for you. But going through a divorce, you know, it's not the right time to quit. Anyway, but I roll my own cigarettes, okay? And so I went to the tobacco store, and one of my favorite little old ladies were there. She's a doll. They're so little and short, and I'm kind of taller. I'm like 5'7", you know. And anyway, she's just always so sweet, and she's always telling me, God bless you, you know. And today I was like, oh my gosh, your jewelry is so pretty. You know, I'm always trying to find something nice to say to her, and I really liked her bracelets. I was, you know, really, I really liked them because they had like little flowers, the shape of flowers all the way around. It was like these little stones. Anyway, and I said, oh, and that ring, I said, is that an opal? She said, I don't know, you know, and I said, I think it is, you know, that's really pretty. And she said, oh, it's just something I found, you know, for cheap. And I was like, well, it's really pretty, you know, just admiring her jewelry. And she goes, here, you take it. You know, because I told her, I said, that the opal's my birthstone, you know. I said, that's a lucky ring for you. And she gave it to me. Like, literally, she gave it to me. And so at first I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot take your ring. And she goes, yes, please, dear. Please, dear. You know, she don't, her English is not like, you know, she speaks very well English, but it's a little broken, I guess you call it. She is the sweetest little thing. But anyway, I thought that was really sweet and kind of her, and I thought, man, I need to pay it forward. I need to give someone a piece of my jewelry now, you know, because I like doing that, like paying it forward, you know. Anyway, just something to, you know, something to brighten your day, because it sure did brighten mine. And it just feels like I see all these things. It's like, you know, they say you reap what you sow. And I'm always trying to put kindness out there into the world. And boy, howdy, here lately, I've been getting it back, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, so much kind and good things going on. And I'm just blown away. People buying my food when I'm, you know, behind them in the drive-thru line, and then I'll buy the person behind me's, you know, food. It's like pay it forward all day long, probably. But anyway, so let's go ahead and ring this bell and get this going. I'm going to ring it quietly, okay? Try to. All right. Cleanse the energy, dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit. All right, so we're going to start with an oracle card, find out what's going on in your energy. I'm hoping and praying this isn't about the divine masculine, divine feminine. Oh, I don't know if y'all watched that last one, but holy smokes, guys. It really feels like this divine feminine, she's losing hope. It's like she's waiting on this guy, you know? You know, I understand. I mean, you know what I mean? Especially if you have a really strong connection with someone, you know, waiting and not dating until just to see, you know, if it's meant to be, you know, type thing. I understand that. But anyway, that's what it feels like. The divine feminine is losing hope. It's like there's no communication there at all. I feel sorry for her. Anyway, for the collective, what would you like for them to know tonight for this full moon? Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit. Sage. Nice. And Traveler. Move in a new direction. Red could be significant. That's the color of passion. Orange. I think that talks about your sacral chakra. I can't remember the red one, because I know your heart chakra is green. Okay, so Sage. Sage and Traveler. 62 and 86. Be devoted and committed. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. Inspired by the Hindu cave dwellers and yogis of the Himalayas, the sage represents the wise one within. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher to your peers. It guides you to take notes, as the wandering yogi is on this card, because your knowledge and life experiences can impart incredible insights to those with whom you come in contact. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and all of your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. You your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important that you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. Wow, guys. Wow. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. You're very committed to your growth. That's good. That's really good. And then Traveler, number 86. And put these on each side because I plan on doing a cross and staff. Traveler. Ooh. You got Wise One underneath that. Look, it's got an owl. And it was funny because I was filming the full moon earlier. And after I got done filming the owl, he came back there in the backyard by me. And he was hooting and howling. And I was like, dang it. I already posted that video where I would have totally recorded you. So, but that's neat. Wise One, grow within your current situation. Okay. And then you got Seer. Oh my gosh, y'all may be a seer. I know I am. A gift, you know, I have so many gifts that I think I got from my mom. Because my mom is a seer. She's clairaudient. I'm now... Anyway, I have opened up to the fact that I am clairaudient. Okay. See beyond the current situation. You could have a lot of the Claire gifts. Oracle is under that. Wow. Yeah, you're highly gifted, I feel. Traveler, move in a new direction. Welcome any opportunities to travel either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. Inspired by the Romani travelers, this card represents the nomadic spirit within. The opportunity to move in a new direction is coming your way, and ancestral wisdom is encouraging you to welcome it with open arms. Going on a trip is an exciting process because not only do you learn about the world, you also learn about yourself. This card often comes up when you have a chance to go through a process of awakening and understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Often such journeys can be lonely, but this in itself can teach you that you are never really alone, and your angels and ancestors are there for you. The road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way, you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Well, that's a beautiful message, guys. Yeah, that one was there. Oh, wow. So it's like y'all are, I feel like, you know, Traveler, you could be going through a dark night of the soul. And during that process, guys, yeah, you're going to awaken gifts inside you that you didn't even know you had. You know? Make sure you know, write down different things you learned from people, you know? That is good advice. You know, kind of make, like I have a materia medica that I've created for, you know, as an herbalist. You could create something like that, like a materia medica type thing, only for, I need to do that. That's a good idea. for your dark night of the soul, all the different things you've learned along the way, how beneficial your dark and light side are. You know, what are the benefits of, like, you know, you may be one of those people, you got a really long fuse, but once someone really pisses you off, oh Lord, watch out, you know. I'm like that. I'm really harsh with my words. My words can cut like a sword, because I'm a Libra. Hello, the swords. And all air signs are like that. Their words can cut like a sword. And I used to hate that about myself, but I don't anymore. Like, because I know that sometimes those words are justified, you know. I only feel bad now if the words aren't justified. If I allow my anger to control me, and I'm not in control of my anger. But so far, knock on wood, I have been in control of my anger for a very long time now, and I'm very proud of myself for that. Be proud of yourself for things like that, guys. Things that you've learned how to control, you know. Things that, you know, you've learned how to control all these different things about yourself, and they don't control you. You know, that's how if you're living in the ego, you allow all sorts of things to control you. You know what I mean? But if you're living outside of the ego, you know what I mean? It's like you're in control of all these things. You have very strong willpower, you know? That's how everyone needs to be. They need to have control of all these things. Like, if you get to feeling like, I don't know, jealous or something of someone, stop yourself right then and ask why. You know, why are you feeling that way? That's not good. It's not natural. I mean, it may be natural to feel jealous. I don't know. I'm not a real jealous person. I like, you know, seeing chicks who have like designer handbags and stuff like that. I've never been jealous of that kind of stuff. But I'm not one of those people who likes materialistic stuff. You know what I mean? I'd rather just buy a $20 purse from Walmart, to be honest. And the purse I do have is from like an online thrift store. I don't know what it was called. I can't remember I wish I could remember the name of that store, because I loved it. They had all sorts of neat bags that I was looking for, a leather bag, and I found one, and it's SAK, S-A-K. I think that's a name brand, but guys, I got it for like 20 bucks. You know what I mean? All right, for the collective tonight on this full moon, we're gonna do a cross and staff. But anyway, yeah, I'm not one of those high maintenance shop people. You know what I mean? Like, that has to have all the name brand stuff. And so for me, I'm not jealous of stuff like that. And I've never really been a real jealous person of other women, you know, or even men. Like, I've never been real competitive either. I'm not a competitive person, because I don't like the spotlight. I'm not a big, why do you think I stay off the camera most of the time? You know what I mean? Oh gosh, y'all could be dreaming about something. Yeah, you could be a seer. I am telling you. Y'all could be a seer. You could have dreams, like prophetic dreams. And look at all those different gifts. You know what I mean? You could be highly gifted. I'm telling y'all, there's something to that. For the collective, what would you like for them to know tonight on the night of this full moon? What's in their current energy? What's going on in the collectives? Emperor? Wow. That's, you are in control for sure. Yeah. That's a strong, divine, masculine. Page of Pentacles. That's someone wanting to bring you an offer. So this divine, this could be someone in your energy wanting to bring you an opportunity. It could be a new boss. they could be manifesting this. You could be hoping and wishing for this. Okay, I'm going to put that off the camera for a minute. It's wish fulfillment, guys. You're this strong, independent person. You've been working hard, and now here it is. Here's your harvest. That's a boss, babe, you know. Temperance. That's balance and harmony. Yeah, you might have dreamed about this, guys. You might have dreamed about it. That's freaking cool. Yeah, the Emperor, though, so he talks about, I mean, the Emperor is authority, structure, control, fatherhood, leadership. So you could be a really strong leader right now. You could have a really amazing idea, like, you know, like a brand new, like a business idea. You know what I mean? That you're manifesting. It's going to be, it's like a wish come true. It's going to be something that's going to fulfill you. You know, that's wish fulfillment. Like, you know, just happy, happy, joy, joy. Yeah, and you're going to be able to be financially stable. That's a strong, independent person. You know, the money is growing on the bushes. It's a really good, I feel like this business opportunity or whatever this is, it's going to be very good. You're going to work really hard at it, and you're going to reap your rewards. Could be reaping what you've sown, you know. I don't know. We'll find out. For this, for the collective, I was going to say divine masculine, but anyway, for the collective, what's challenging them right now? Thank you. Knight of Swords. The truth coming in very quickly. Queen of Swords. Two of Swords. No, that's Two of Wands. Judgment. You've been made aware of some kind of choice you need to make. It looks like you're going forward toward this Queen of Swords very determined with the truth. Yeah, there's clarity now. You know, Judgment talks about a great awakening type thing, you know, like judgment, rebirth, inner calling. You've had an inner calling. You see things clearly. Something broke your heart, though. It's like some kind of heartbreak happened. You saw the light. You saw things very clearly. And then it's like you got an inner calling to make a decision. You know, maybe about a Queen of Swords. You're deciding to rush toward them very quickly. That's what that feels like. So the challenge is the Moon. Oh. The Moon does talk about illusion, confusion, you know. Illusion, fear, anxiety, subconscious. So that's what's holding you back right now, you know, is you could be under some kind of illusion. You know what I mean? You could have a very narcissistic person in your energy who's gaslighting you and creating all sorts of confusion, illusion. You know, it could be just fear. You're fearing something. It could be anxiety, subconscious, but that is your, like, that's what's challenging you right now, okay? Challenging you maybe from moving toward, you know, this Queen of Swords energy. I don't know. For the collective, in their subconscious, deep down, what are they thinking about? Hermit. Okay. Oh, Two of Cups. Three of Cups. I mean, Three of Pentacles, my bad. Chariot. Yeah, anxiety. You have some kind of anxiety about Hermit. That could be a Virgo energy. Page of Swords. That's someone watching. Someone could be watching you. Let me just go back to here. Someone being left out in the cold. Yeah. Someone who's in competition with you. King of Cups. He's turned away from this. He's turned away from, you know, it's like he left someone out in the cold. All this competition, it's all behind him. See? He's looking toward this world. Something's got to give. You know, there's got to be an ending in order for something new to begin. He's looking toward that. He's seeing the truth. You know, that's a messenger of truth. Someone could have brought him the truth about a situation. 9 of Swords, it gave him a lot of anxiety. You know, or someone might have said, hey, I'm bringing you the truth. But it really wasn't. Or I don't know, maybe the truth made him have all kinds of anxiety. And then he gets in his car and it's like, I'm leaving. See you, bye. I don't know, guys. But there's Hermit and 2 of Cups. Let me just... So deep down in your subconscious is the Hermit. And the Hermit talks about solitude, search for truth. Yes, that's what you're searching for. The truth. Okay, I get what's going on. So you're searching for the truth, inner guidance, introspection, right? Someone's been left out in the cold. Someone, you know, this could be someone who, I don't know, but it feels like he's wanting to go toward Queen of Swords, which would indicate a divorced person. So maybe the person that she divorced is like feeling left out in the cold. They feel they're in competition with this Emperor, you know what I mean? With this King of Cups, you know? This divorced person. This divorced person now sees, hey, this had to end so that we could come together. You know, I don't know. God's divine plan. I kept getting that. It's the truth. They're being brought the truth by maybe dreams. You know, it could be dreams. You know, dreams. The moon could indicate dreams. The moon rules Cancer, okay? But on this card, you see Pisces there. Pisces, 12th house. That's dreams. You know what I mean? Past lives, things of that nature, I think. The 12th house. Let me just look real quick. Neptune talks about dreams, illusions, idealism. Yeah, that would be a Neptune energy card. You know what I mean? The 12th house is past lives, secrets, privacy. So it could definitely be some kind of truth being revealed, you know, and it causes maybe that other person that, you know, this Queen of Swords is divorced from, it causes them all kinds of anxiety when this truth is revealed. Because then they know this Emperor, he's going to hop in his chariot and he's coming towards you because he wants to work with you. He wants to date you. You know, it can be a dating card and like a love reading, but he either wants to work with you, like start up a business, I don't know, but I really feel like they want something more than just to work with you, okay? You know, if this is a reading for a feminine and this person's in her energy, you know what I mean? then this Emperor wants to work with you, okay? If this reading is for an Emperor energy, then dude, you're wanting to work with this, with your divine union, you know what I mean? And she could be a divorced person, and you're seeing the truth about some kind of situation. You went within, you know what I mean? You've sought after the truth with your little lantern there, you know? You went within yourself. You realize that your intentions are not wrong, you know, like you can't help it if you love this person, you know? You know, people, they could be, I don't know. Queen of Swords, that's a divorced woman, though. So she could be recently divorced, you know? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But that's what it feels like. It feels like it's so connected to this divine masculine, divine feminine readings. Oh, that's what it feels like. I just keep picking up their energy. I don't know why, guys. I don't know why. But that's what it feels like. It feels like he's seeking the truth about this divine feminine. It feels like he's seeking the truth. And whoever she was married to is this person that was left out in the cold. That's the ex, okay? The ex is very competitive with this Emperor individual because he's a sweetheart. He's an empath. He's a good guy. This King of Cups energy, he sees it all clearly now. You know, he sees that this had to end in order for him to have the opportunity to realize that this is his divine union. You know what I mean? He sees the truth. You know, he may be given the message of truth, and it's causing the ex to be all up in their head and anxiety. You know, it's just causing them anxiety because they know this Emperor is now moving very quickly toward his divine union, who he wants to work. He's going to work very well with, you know. That's what that feels like. All right, the recent past for the collective. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so tired. Yeah, good Lord. Some kind of toxic connection. Okay, family, love, business, friend. There was some kind of toxic relationship that this Emperor was in the recent past. Okay, he was, or it could have been a toxic relationship that he saw, you know, between two people. Could have been the ex and the ex's love affair. Lying, cheating, stealing. Lying, cheating on a spouse. Get it? Yeah, he could have seen some really deceptive things in the past, you know. Anyway, he could have been in a very toxic relationship, and this person was lying, cheating, and stealing to them. Someone who they might have had a codependent type relationship with. This is someone hanging on to you. Can be, or it can mean, you know, stability, you know, being very stable, guarding your heart, your crown chakra is solid. You know, it's like you trust in your intuition. You are guarding your heart and protecting it. You're standing on a solid foundation. You know what I mean? You're going to have to stand up and protect this divine union. 1111, guys, make a wish. Some kind of deceptive type things going on, though. The lying, cheating, stealing. Could be just you could see it ahead of time, this divine union. Your intuition is strong. You know what I mean? You got strong willpower. You're very brave, very courageous. 7, 4, 7, 4, 4, 7, 4, 7, 11, 11. Wow. Okay. It could just indicate the type of union you were in the past. This person lied to you, they stole from you, or in this toxic relationship, you know what I mean? That may be what you've seen very clearly. This could be the person, you know, that Queen of Swords. Could be the relationship she was in if this person's in your energy, okay? The person that she was married to lied to her and cheated on her, you know. They were hanging on to her, you know. She had to protect herself in this situation. Yeah, it was a wedding, you know, a marriage. But she gained foresight and she gained strength and she got out, I guess. You know, I don't know. It could be anything, really, guys. We'll get some more clarification here in a minute. All right, for this, for the collective, I was going to say Divine Masculine again. What are intentions, expectations? Hierophant, yeah. Yeah, they want marriage. They want to move on to calmer waters. They want all of this to just go away. You know? They want it all to be over and done with. It's like they want to just move on to calmer waters with you. If you're the Queen of Swords energy. Divine, or Emperor, you want to just move on to calmer waters, okay? Collective. You want to move on to calmer waters. You could be wanting marriage with this King of Wands energy. There's Libra energy, fair, balanced, karmic justice, okay? Because you've been patient. So now God's moving very quickly. And he's going to bring you all together. There's the match. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, okay? Queen of Wands and King of Wands, okay? Karmic justice and marriage, it's what's meant to happen, is God's will for this to happen. It's going to happen in divine timing. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. This King of Pentacles, he could have been with a Queen of Cups energy, you know. Maybe the truth is going to be, someone's going to bring the truth about this couple, you know. That would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo, Taurus. What is the other one? Capricorn. Or this masculine, he could have strong earth in his chart. The feminine could have strong water in her chart. Don't know. Wanting to move on to calmer water shows, that's good. All right, for the collective. The near future. Tower. Near future, guys. Okay. Yeah, when he brings his passionate message, he's made the decision 2-2. This could be happening in 2 days, guys. 2 weeks, maybe under the crescent moon, the waning crescent. Okay, could be on the 22nd of the month, but they're coming. Page of Wands, Page of Knight of Wands. I mean, good Lord, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. Page of Wands talks about enthusiasm, exploration, discovery, free spirit. Knight is energy, passion, adventure, risk taker. They have weighed it all out, though. They've balanced out. They've weighed out the pros and cons. They have balanced it all out. You know what I mean? Weighed out the pros and cons. Thought about every freaking thing. Reason why they shouldn't. You know what I mean? They're going to have to make this painful decision to come towards you. To come toward a feminine energy, I feel. To come toward whoever it is, okay? But they've weighed it all out. They've made a very balanced decision, okay? Hard decision, you know, very hard. Blindfolded, you know, you don't, oh, that'd be hard. Yeah, but they're doing it. They're bringing a passionate message in the near future, and it's going to cause some kind of upheaval, you know. Tower that talks about sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation. They could just be, you know, their eyes could just be opened in the near future, you know, I don't know. All right, someone in this collective's, or how is the collective feeling about this situation? Thank you. Wow. Look at that, guys. Hang on. Was it just the one card? I gotta look and make sure, because sometimes yeah, it's just the one card. Yeah. What is that? Four Swords. Yeah. Four Swords talks about rest, recovery. Yeah, you're healing. That's what I'm talking about. So the collective, y'all are healing right now. That's good. Yeah, because you went within. Maybe you've been having a dark night of soul for a while. Now you're in this Emperor energy, you know? Lord have mercy, that's awesome. So now you're making sure you find time to rest. You're be still and know that I'm God. You're waiting on God. You're letting go and letting God. That's freaking awesome, guys. Yeah, let's see what these are. Look, 3 of Cups. That's celebration, happiness. But you're overburdened about it for some reason. Well, that's like the end of it, though. That's 10 of Wands. You've laid down these burdens. Could be the big burden was feeling trapped in your own mind, in your own thoughts, and some kind of anxiety, you know, about bringing this love offer to this person that you want to pay this love offer to. You know it could cause some kind of arguing and fighting, you know, but it's going to be reciprocated. Oh my gosh, that's the conflict. You don't know if she's going to feel the same way as you do. You want to go to some kind of celebration to tell her, but it is burdening the shit out of you. You have such anxiety about this. It's like you're putting all this weight on your own shoulders by having anxiety, you know, about taking someone a love offer. You know, that's a conflict with words. Could be you don't know if she's going to, you know, reciprocate this feeling that you have. You know, you feel emotional fulfillment with this person. You want to give them a brand new opportunity. You know it's fated. You know what I mean? You know it's what God has planned. You know, you've been dreaming about it. Yeah, you want to take this Empress, your Ace of Wands. You know it's God's divine plan. Look at that. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You feel very passionate about her. You know, you want to start something solid. You know, like that's like, hey, I have an opportunity. Let's be friends. You know, but I don't know, because you got I like you and I love you in the same in the same portion. Like, this is a I'm declaring my love, let's get married type. You know, I'm proposing marriage. This is, hey, I like you. You know, like a baby love offer. Yeah, it's like overburdening you. But that's good that this is where you're at. You're letting go and you're letting God. You're trusting the plan. You're trusting that when you go and do this, it's all going to work out. That's freaking awesome, guys. That's awesome. All right, for the collective, how's someone else in the environment, how are people in the environment going to feel about this? Or how are they feeling about this? Yep. She reciprocates it, man. If this is for, you know, this person in your environment, if it's talking about the feminine, she feels the same way. She has a very strong connection to you. It's like a past life love, okay? It's like y'all have been together in past lives. She feels a strong ass connection to you, dude. That's the Six of Cups. You know what I mean? That's how I see that card. And I don't always see that card that way. Sometimes it's like, oh, you're thinking back to the past when your kids were little type thing, you know. But this, look, there's the Lovers to go with it. This is a past life connection, you know what I mean? And it's not a toxic connection like this. The Devil card, which the Devil card is number 15. It, you know, add 1 + 5, you get 6. Lovers is number 6, okay? Same thing. It's like one is a toxic union, one's a divine union. That's how I feel about that, okay? And it can also mean a big decision in love, okay? She's going to choose you, point blank blunt. Yep, she's taking a leap of faith, and you are too. Laying down all the things that are burdening you, she is too. You're taking her this opportunity. You are letting go and letting God. You are trusting your intuition. Amen. Praise the Lord. And you are taking her this cup that is full of love. And it's going to be a good, strong, solid foundation. And a relationship that's going to last forever. Y'all are going to grow old together. Be sitting on the porch when it's raining, going, sipping your coffee, saying, you know, we needed this. It may cause someone sadness. Oh well. That's just how, I mean, that's the way of the world. You know, people are going to get sad. People are going to lose loved ones in their life and be sad. That's just how life works. You know what I mean? Y'all are, it's a victorious though. It's very victorious. You lose people. End of story. Nobody lives forever. Alright, for the collective, hopes and fears. You fear rejection. That's what you fear. And it's got you all up in your head. Well, no, that's Nine of Wands. That's a battle-wounded soldier. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, look at this. So, you fear that she's going to reject you because of this past hurt in her life. Like, you're going to bring her this cup. You're bringing her this cup. And yet, all these things that hurt her in her past, she's going to refuse you because she's still hurt from these things in the past. I don't feel like that, though. She could be in this battle-wounded soldier energy, okay? She, yeah, could be a divorced person, you know what I mean? That's indicating divorced man, okay? That could be you. You could be a divorced dude. I don't know. You could be in this battle-wounded soldier energy, but I really feel like it's this person. This Emperor is going after someone, and they are in a battle-wounded soldier energy. Someone hurt her really bad. Could have been a King of Swords. there's been an ending to that, okay? She walked away, but you feel like since she's been through all of that, you know, because that death card, I was talking about that the other night. It's like the relationship made her a shell of herself. It fully depleted her, completely depleted her. This, you know, could be a King of Swords energy that she was married to, you know, because King of Swords indicates a divorced man. You know, it can sometimes, in this reading, I would say so for sure. But he depleted her completely. She had to put an end to that, and she walked away, and to where she could get healthy again, you know what I mean, and heal. And you feel like she's going to reject you. You fear she's going to reject you. That's your big fear, okay? That's how I feel about that. So what's the potential outcome then? For this divine masculine, for the collective, what's the potential outcome? Okay. There's that Seven of Cups card again, guys. No lie. That's your outcome. And that was at the beginning. It's like we're back at the beginning. We're back at square one with these dreams. Knight of Swords reverse, Queen of Swords reverse. That's your potential outcome. Oh, Lord. Knight of Swords reverse. Recklessness, rudeness, tactlessness, aggression. Okay, so maybe she's going to refuse you. Or, oh, there could be someone else. Queen of Swords. Were those really in the reverse? Okay, so Queen of Swords reverse, she's bitter, she's cold, she's aloof, she's overly critical, and that's recklessness, rudeness, tactlessness, aggression. That's what's coming in the near future. These people are back to back. You see how they have their backs turned to each other? They're both in reverse. So someone's very rude. And she's very bitter and cold. And overly critical. Okay. That's in the potential outcome. That's not good, guys. Let me just get some more. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about? Can we clarify, who is that Queen of Swords reverse? Thank you. Yeah, someone who's in competition with your Two of Cups. Chariot. So that's someone who, man, it's a rude asshole, whoever that is. Could be male, female, it doesn't matter, okay? Energy, could be a chick. She's a rude ass bitch, okay? She's bitter, she's cold, she's aloof, she's overly critical. She's reckless, she's rude, she's tactless, she's very aggressive, okay? That's in your potential outcome. And I don't know why. I mean, I feel like it could be your ex, okay? This could be your ex. You know, because Queen of Swords would indicate an ex-partner. So, Emperor dude, this could be your ex, okay? She gonna be a mean-ass bitch when you're gonna join together with your Two of Cups, okay, with your divine union. She's in competition with your divine union. This could be the person that you ended things with. You know, something's got to give. Okay. Chariot, that talks about control, willpower, success, action, determination. You're very determined to, in the potential outcome, you're very determined to go after your Two of Cups. Okay, you could have Cancer in your chart strong. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, or South Node, you know, I don't know. But anyway, you're very determined to go after your Two of Cups. And when you do, yeah, you could have an ex who's going to be just a mean-ass bitch about it. Because she's in competition. She don't want you, she don't like that y'all are not together anymore. You know what I mean? She's not happy that things ended with y'all, you know? She's not happy at all. She's in competition with whoever your divine union is. You know, she's in competition with that person. Can I get some more, dear Heavenly Father? What in the heck? For the potential outcome. Okay. Let me just move that over there. Remove these up. Where we know that's the potential outcome. The potential outcome. So, you know, this Emperor dude, it feels like his ex, who's a mean-ass bitch, is going to be really pissed off when he moves forward with this love offer. Okay? That's all I can tell y'all. It's right there, clear as day. Oh, justice is served, though. That's good. Is that all? Yeah. Yep. Justice is served. Yeah, y'all are getting it. You're getting your divine union. 11-11, make a wish again, guys. You're going to have to stand up and protect your divine feminine. I mean, Emperor dude, you're going to have to stand up and protect this union, okay? And whoever the chick is, she's going to have to protect it too. Guard it with all your might, okay? Y'all might have to strategize to get away from a situation, okay? Yeah, could be someone, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and a King of Pentacles energy, okay? Scorpio, Virgo, okay? Anyway, justice is served, okay? They're gonna get karma. Y'all are getting dharma. That's all there is to it. End of story. I love it when justice comes out because it's like, period. To me, that's what that means. Period. This is what's happening. Period. End of story. This is coming together. Period. It's what God wants. Okay, cool. I do, though, however, want a month card because of the Tower. That could be happening very quick. It's in the near future. I'd like to know when that's going to take place. You know what I mean? I really would. Let me just give these a quick side shuffle. Because you can't really shuffle them like that, you know? So I'm going to give them a side shuffle. Now I'm going to cut them, okay? Alright. For this collective Tower, when will that be happening? In the near future, the Tower moment. What month will the Tower moment, this Tower in the near future, when will that be taking place? Thank you, dear Father, Holy Spirit. July. Oh, Lord. Guys, is it happening in July? That's... it could be happening by the light of this full moon, guys. Just saying. I knew something big somewhere is happening by the light of this full moon, okay? Which is tomorrow, which is today, really, because it's now... I love that. I love myself, believe in myself, support myself. Well, I guess I don't have to cover up my grandbaby's face, but anyway, it's now July 29th, which is a Wednesday, the full moon. So today's the 29th, then you have the 30th, 2 more days. So it's going to happen either today or in the next 2 days, okay? Something could have happened in March as well, okay? That might have been, oh my gosh, okay. So this tower, March, because that's too far away. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 8 months away. That would not be the near future. Well, I mean, I guess it could be. But I don't feel that. I really don't feel that. Let me just read to y'all about the tower. So the tower talks about sudden change, okay? It's like quickly, right? July. There's going to be some kind of sudden change that happens in July, okay? I really feel like he's coming. Y'all are coming to, he's coming quickly towards you. It's going to be very shocking. Maybe, you know, dude, you could be going towards your feminine in, you know, July, maybe the light of the full moon. I'm telling you, I keep feeling that. This full moon. And if y'all, I will read to y'all about that here in just a moment when the reading's over. But something could have happened in March. March was not that far away. March, April, May, June, July, 4 months ago. Something, so the tower talks about, where is the dang tower? There it is. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation. So some kind of revelation happened in March, okay? You realized something, right? And then that's why I feel like there was some kind of revelation that happened in March. And now this tower is going to be happening in July. I really feel like that. It's like you realized something in the month of March about maybe this Mr. Emperor dude. You realized something about this person. You realized this was your divine union. You know what I mean? This was your soulmate. You realized that in the month of March. And now you're finally going to go after her in the month of July. Okay? That's what I feel. Okay? Let me just do it like this. So you can see that tower card. Well, what the heck? I'll just do it like that. It don't matter, really. You know? Y'all will get the idea. But anyway, I feel like something, you had a revelation in March, which led you to see things clearly. You went within. You started really thinking about things and maybe going through a dark night of the soul. You know, I don't know. And started healing. Yeah. And then you laid it all down at God's feet and was like, I'm gonna, you know, I'm just gonna let go and let God, you know, and I'm gonna just rest. And now you know it's time to move forward and take action and go after your divine union, you know. Something happened in March to make you wake up and realize that you needed to take action in July. And the tower in March was revelation. The tower in July is sudden change. Could be a little chaotic if some kind of ex is coming in. A bitter ass bitch. I mean, I hate to keep saying that, but that's what that Queen of Swords is in reverse. She's a bitter ass bitch. You know, I know because I am a Queen of Swords. I'm a Libra. But that Queen of Swords, when a Queen of Swords is in reverse, I know, because like I said, I am a Queen of Swords. She's a bitter ass bitch. I know, because I can be a bitter ass bitch. I'm not. I choose not to be. I don't want to be. But I know I have that capability, man. If I need to. If somebody messes with my kids, I will absolutely be that. If somebody messes with my mom and dad, oh, just watch out, you know. Anybody messes with any of my family, just saying, watch out. That's when my anger comes on and I can't turn it off. So, yeah. Definitely watch out for that mean Cheyenne to come out. Because I can be very harsh with my words. Very cutting. Alright. Yeah, y'all are coming together. Probably going to end up getting married. You know it? Because y'all are a divine union. Anyway, I like the way the cards look now. What time is it? Damn it, man, it's been an hour. Cross and staff always takes me so long. Because there's so much information there. You know, so many messages I get about the situation. It just pops into my mind. I can see the whole story playing out. It's like a little movie in my mind. I think it's pretty clear. Whoever you are, you're in this divine masculine energy and emperor energy, which is good because you might have went through a dark night of the soul. It took a lot for you to get here into this emperor energy. There's still, I feel like you are fearing, you have anxiety because you think, you don't know if this divine feminine, this Empress, let's just say this Empress energy feels the same way about you. You don't know if she's going to reject your cup of love or if she's going to accept it. You know what I mean? But she's going to accept it. She feels like you are a past life soulmate, like y'all have been together many, many lifetimes before. You know? So you don't need to fear that. And I don't think you're going to allow that to control you because you have a lot of willpower and strength. You know, Chariot energy. They're strong, they're brave, they're courageous, they're gung-ho, ready to go, moving forward. And that's what you're doing. Even if some witchy person tries to stop you, you know, you're still going forward with it. You're still, because it's karma. It's karmic justice. You're getting dharma. You know? And I feel like this witchy bitchy person could be this toxic relationship that you were in. You know? And in the near future, there's some kind of tower moment. I think it's going to be very shocking. Not only for her, you showing up and declaring your love for her, but it's going to be shocking for you the way she receives you. You're so scared. You're nervous. You're like a little schoolboy. That's what I feel on the school bus, wanting to ask the girl who's sitting in front of him, you know, if she'll be his girlfriend. You know, you're so freaking nervous about it. That's what it feels like. And I think you're going to be shocked at her answer. You know, she's going to tell you yes because she feels a strong connection with you. Like a strong ass connection. Y'all are like magnets, man. It's crazy how strong y'all's connection is. It's so strong. It's the kind that everybody dreams of, you know. But, I mean, not everybody but me. You know, it's kind of I would like to find. But, anyway, I think that you're going to be shocked. She's going to be shocked that you show up. You know what I mean? And then you're going to be shocked at how she receives you, how she reacts, responds, you know, because her face is probably going to light up, you know, with happiness. That's how I feel. Yeah, it feels like you got some kind of bitter-ass person trying to prevent this from happening. But they're gonna get bad karma while you're getting dharma. Yeah, and it could be this person that you were in a relationship with in the past, a toxic union. Look how they're, let me see if I can cover up each one. See how they're like chained together? It's a toxic attachment, like a codependent relationship. She could be very smothering, you know, like not ever want you to go do anything with your friends or family or anything like that. That's a toxic ass attachment. I know, I was in one for over 20 years, let's just put it that way. I was in a relationship like that, and it's not fun at all. At all. I would have rather, you know, him treat me the way I treated him, which, you know, he went fishing all the time by himself with people. I didn't care, you know. He would go and do all sorts of things by himself, and I didn't give him the third degree, you know. The only times I ever did was times when I felt like he was lying to me, you know. And I know that to be true now. He was lying, you know. Hindsight's 20/20, they say. You look back and you're like, damn it, man, why didn't I trust my intuition? You know, because, what is it? Past proves present or whatever. And like, anyway, I had some very hardcore evidence that he was cheating before I left. And yeah, he said that it was all in my head. It's like, okay, yeah, everybody I've talked to about it are like, no, that's hardcore evidence. It's like, yep, I knew it. Anyway. I'll laugh now because I would be happy for someone else to, I hope he finds a karmic relationship. Someone who, you know, I don't wish bad upon anybody. But I do hope that he finds someone he deserves. You reap what you sow, buddy. Let's just put it that way. I hope you find someone who treats you the way you treated me. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. That's what I hope for him. Yeah, for real. Anyway, guys, this was really clear. I feel very clear. Thank you so much, dear Heavenly Father, for such a clear reading tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get dice. Since we've got a very clear, concise message for y'all. Divine, well, I'm not going to say divine masculine, but Emperor, dude, just do it. Just do it. Under the light of the full moon, just do it. That'd be the most romantical thing. You know, go after your divine feminine under the light of the full moon. How fucking romantic. You can't get more romantic than that, okay? The moon, if you live near water, hello, that makes it even more magical. Water's like the best thing ever. Go take a nighttime swim. So those letters could be significant, okay? Oh, lordy. Look over here. Y'all could be very, feel very passionate about each other. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, end. Something's got to end. E-N-D. Anyway. All right. For the collective, for this full moon, And I'm just going to go ahead and get it posted, guys. I don't know. It'll probably post like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and get it posted, okay? Trinity, I don't have to worry about getting it posted first thing in the morning, or, you know what I mean? I'm just going to go ahead and get it posted. That way it's done. It's already out there for everybody to see. Anyway, so for the collective, for this reading tonight, can we get some words, names, initials, letters that could be significant, that could help them know whether reading is for them or not? And guys, my readings, this is a general reading, not a personal one-to-one reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't fit. He could be a she could be he. It's all about the energy, okay? I mean to say that at the beginning, but I forget. Anyway, wow. What is that? One fell. Hang on. You. So this reading, guys, if you're wondering if it's for you, it is. It's for you, okay? I'm such a dork sometimes. Oh, my Lanta. Okay. Damn it, man. We got a lot of T's. We got 4 T's, okay? 4 T. 40. Somebody could be 40 years old. We got Pix. P-I-X. We have Joy. J-O-Y. I saw 2. Yeah, 2 G's. Gigi. Someone could be called Gigi. Like Granny. You know, a grandmother. Oh, I see a name. Wade. Zade. Z-A-D-E. Raid. R-A. Oh my gosh, is that name here? Raiden? It is. That could be someone's name. Oh my gosh. One of those twins that I have, a little boy, in my dream, his name is Raiden. R-A-I-D-E-N. Wow. That is so cool. Raiden. Huh. Wow. I think that's how you spell it. Raiden. You know, from Mortal Kombat. I loved playing that game on like the Super Nintendo, I think it was. Nintendo 64. I was always Raiden because he did the lightning and he had on that like Chinaman hat. I really liked him. He was my favorite. Raiden. Yep. EX. Oh, Malanta. Texas. Yes, someone is from Texas. I'm telling y'all. Texas. Someone's from Texas. That's all there is to it. That keeps coming freaking out. And every time it does, I'm going to take it. Someone needs a go-go. G-O-G-O. Someone could like go-go boots. You know, I've always wanted a pair of go-go boots. You know, the kind that come up over your knee. And then wear like a mini skirt like they did back in the 70s, the 60s, 70s. You know, 70s, yeah, more 70s. Because my mom, she used to wear mini skirts. She said, someone could like video games. I see Zell, like Zelda. You know what I mean? They like old school Zelda. I mean, old school video games. I see Frog. You know, like Frogurt. Yeah, Atari. Was that on Atari? Frogger? I don't know. But I like them old school PJ. Oh, that could be someone's initials. That's my cousin. It's her little girl's initials, PJ. Someone could be wearing their PJs right now. Someone could like to just hang out in their PJs. You know, I don't know. I'm trying to get words. I mean, names, okay? I have Zog, Log, Fog, tog, yog, wog, pog, jog. Someone could like to jog. We'll keep that. I don't know, though. I really want to keep joy. Because I think that it's just going to be shocking. And y'all are both going to be just so happy whenever y'all come together. There's going to be so much joy. You're just going to be so excited to see each other. I wish I could be there to witness this. You know, because I love real life love stories. I'm a hopeless romantic, guys. And I love love stories, especially real life ones. You know, like my mom, I will never get tired of hearing my mom and dad's love story. I love hearing it over and over and over again. I'm so weird. But anyway. Now, what am I going to do with that Z, guys? Zop, Zog, Zoff, Zot. Hey, someone could like that candy. You know, Zots. It's got an S on the end, I think, but someone could like those candies, Zots. Okay. Flew. Y'all could be flying somewhere. Someone could be flying in. You know, y'all may live miles and miles and miles and jillions of miles apart. Someone's gonna have to fly in. You know? I don't know, guys. Y'all could be flying away. You know, I want to get away. That song entered my brain today. And it was just out of the blue. I was going in there. I was gonna go to the bathroom, okay? And anyway, whenever I got into the bathroom, all of a sudden it was like, bam, that song entered my head. And I was like, so I'm sitting there peeing. Not too much information, I know. Sorry, guys. But anyway, I'm in there using the restroom, okay? And I'm just singing that song. And I'm like, wait, where did that come from? Why did it enter my brain? I'm telling y'all, I'm clairaudient. It's crazy. Because songs will just pop into my brain. Just out of the blue. Don't know why. T and T could be significant. Those could be your initials. Or FP. Or PF. What is that? PDF. You could work with files of some sort. You know? Like PDF files. You know? You could work in an office space. Someone could be on, you know, making that sound. I don't know. We're just going to keep it, okay? We'll keep it as PF and TT, okay? There could be someone just, anyway, in a mood. Okay. Sign symbol synchronicities for, you know what? I'm going to roll them on my book to where they're not too loud because I do have, like, everybody's sleeping in the house, okay? Okay, for the collective. Are they all there? Yep, okay. Sign, symbol, synchronicities, please and thank you. Oh, yeah, so much more quiet. Thank you, dear Heavenly Father, for the idea. Clairaudient, I'm telling you, someone, listen, let's just go with the bad first, okay? Because I don't like to end on a bad note. I'd rather end on a good note. Someone's very fucking controlling and trying to control this situation. Okay, they're pissed. They're going to explode. Anyway. They are a freaking man-child. Okay, they're throwing a big hissy fit. Could be, you know, this emperor is going after someone who is divorced. You know, I don't know. Listen here, emperor. Make sure you protect yourself and protect your pretty lady, okay? Watch your food and drink, okay? This person could be eavesdropping, okay? So just pay attention to what you say, okay? They could be bad-mouthing, gossiping, who knows, whatever. You're going to have to skate away from this situation. Make sure you skate away with compassion, okay? Try to remain in control of your temper, okay? It's the best way to do it. I mean, that's my advice. I turn the other cheek, literally. And so, yeah. Not always. I won't always, probably. If someone's messing with my family. But if somebody hits me, I'm like, nah. You know, whatever. Turn the other cheek. If someone messing with my family, I will straight up punch the son of a gun. Yeah. I've done some mean-ass shit back in the day to people who were picking on my younger sister. But anyway. Alright, so let's flip it, switch it. You could be a police officer or a security guard of some sort, okay? You could like MMA and boxing. You could be really strong, okay? And just, yeah, really good at fighting. You could like volcanoes and want to go see them. That could be where y'all are flying to go see volcanoes in Hawaii. How fun would that be? Oh my gosh. Lucky people here. You could like trolls or elves, mystical, magical type things. You know, you're a child at heart. You like cartoons, you know. And don't worry, you're not the only one. You could be a good listener. You could be clairaudient, okay? You have pretty ears. I don't know. You'd want to whisper sweet nothings in someone's ear. Ooh la la. Someone could have pretty lips and you want to kiss them. Okay? You want to kiss their lips. You could be wanting to say something. Yes, you definitely want to say something and whisper sweet nothings in someone's ear. Okay? Maybe you want to nibble on their ear. Ooh. Anyway, you could be wanting to have cocktails. You could ask her out for a drink. You know, be like, hey, you want to go grab some drinks? You know? You may want to score with her, okay? But don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Make goals and plans with her, you know? You could like basketball. You could have been a basketball player. And yeah, you could like roller skating. Definitely have to skate away from some kind of toxic biatch there. Lord have mercy. Okay. For divine masculine, Lordy. For the collective. Okay, this is for the collective. I want to do a reading for the collective, not the divine masculine, divine feminine, man. Y'all keep popping up in my head. But anyway, maybe I should just do divine. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments section, please. Do y'all want me to do, like, collective readings, or do y'all feel like they are about a divine? Because a lot of times they are about freaking love. And I can't help it. That's what comes out. That's what the little picture, the little movie I see in my head when the cards come out. I can't help it, what I see, you know. For the collective, for this full moon, signs, numbers, planets, please and thank you. Cool. Yeah, y'all are twin flames. That's Gemini. Twins. Hello. 10-10. 2 endings. 10-10. 2 endings. 2 endings. You may have to cut ties with 2 people, sir. Okay. 6 and 6. Maybe 2 Geminis. Oops. I don't know. 2 Virgos. Could be 2 Virgos. Because that's Virgo's house. 6th house. 11. Ooh, you got 7-11. How lucky is that? Y'all are so freaking lucky. Yeah, this is divine union, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You got the sun here. Yeah, something happened in Virgo season. I'm not Virgo. What the shit, Cheyenne? Leo season. Here's Leo. Leo in the sun. Strong fire here. You also got Capricorn. More fire. Do we have Aries? Nope. Okay. You also got, let's see, that's water. That's earth. That's earth. Those are planets. So you have 2 earth, Capricorn and Virgo. You've got Scorpio, water. And you have Gemini, which is air, okay? You have, hold on. Dang, communication is very strong here. Yes, 2 endings, 6, 6. That can be Lover's card. Yes, Lover, oh my gosh. Ending to a toxic relationship, that reduces down to a 6. Y'all could both have ended a toxic relationship. Or this Emperor had to end 2 toxic relationships. You know, like one, like, you know, his significant other, and then maybe with her ex, you know, whoever he's come, his divine union, her ex. They could have been friends, I'm telling you, or work together, they go to church together, they do something together. Okay, somehow they know each other because he's trying to keep them apart. I keep feeling that very strong. And I really feel like this reading, guys, is for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, but I'm going to keep it as a collective reading because, by George, I'm hard-headed. Anyway, you got 2 Mercuries here, which is Gemini, Virgo energy. Talks about intellect and communication. Y'all both want to communicate with each other. That's how I feel about that. And you got Mars. That rules Aries. Talks about drive and assertiveness. Yes, he's going to be very assertive and go after her. Go after his Empress energy. It's Empress, whoops. And Empress, Empress. Venus, it rules Taurus and Libra. That's what that is. And then Jupiter, it rules Sagittarius, which we saw Sag up here. And that talks about luck and expansion. Y'all are going to be very lucky. And then the 10th house, it rules, the keywords for it are career and reputation. That's Capricorn's house, okay? Capricorn is the devil. Y'all both had toxic people that you had to get rid of, guys. I'm telling y'all, y'all had to put an ending to these toxic relationships, okay? 2 6s, details, planning. That's Virgo's house. Y'all both could have had to put an ending to a relationship with a Virgo. How weird would that be? That would be so weird. It's like y'all are twins. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Anyway, 7 is marriage and legal affairs. That's Libra's house. And then the 11th house is Aquarius's house. It talks about friends and social alliances. As far as dates, you have October 10th, October 6th, October 7th, October 11th, okay? You have June 6th, June 10th, June 7th, June 11th, okay? Ooh, and June 20th, because 10 plus 10 is 20, right? That's cool, okay? You also have July 11th, my daughter's birthday, July 6th, July 10th, July 20th, okay? You also have November 7th, November 6th, November 10th, November 20th. I like having the 20 there. That's cool. And these numbers could be significant. 76, 67, 66, okay, 20. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Sorry, guys. So this was your reading for this Emperor dude. It's time, guys. It's time to just take action and go for it. Even if some mean-ass bitter bitch is trying to stop you, I don't think that, I don't think it's going to stop you. You know, you're still going forward. You're still moving forward. It's karma. Karmic justice, okay, is here. That's what's coming in. This is meant to happen, guys. This is meant, y'all are meant to be. Y'all are a past life. Y'all are like past life soulmates. You know what I mean? A divine union. Y'all have, you know, if you believe in reincarnation and things like that, like you have multiple timelines, you know, then yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? Because it's like in other timelines throughout history, y'all's energies have been together. You know, your souls have been together before. And that's why when y'all first met, it was like, you know, you had to take a double take. You know, like, that person looks so familiar. You know what I mean? And you didn't quite know how to put your finger on it. But then, like, when you talk to the person, it just flowed. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how to explain that feeling. But you meet people like that in your lifetime. They're not always meant to be like a divine union. Sometimes they're like your best friend for your whole life. Like my best friend, Lindsay. She's one of my past life friends. She could have been a sister in a past life. I don't know. But Lindsay is my sister. You know, she is my best friend and my sister. I mean, I really feel like we were in a past life, we were sisters, okay? She might not believe that, but I do, because when I first met her, I just knew. I knew that she was my best friend. Like, and that's why I introduced myself to her, because she was new to Kingston, and I'd been new the year before. I knew what it was like to be a new kid, and so I went up and talked to her, you know? That's like Carrie, my other best friend. Like, I went up and talked to her when she first moved here, you know? Some people, I just feel a connection to them, you know? I just know I'm supposed to be friends with them. It's weird, guys. And so that could have been the kind of connection that y'all had when you first met. And then, like, every time y'all hung out together or were around each other in any way, shape, or form, you could talk about, the conversation just flowed. You know what I mean? And you felt real comfortable with them. That's another reason, a way you know, is like, if you're around this person and you just totally trust them, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know why you trust them, and you doubt, especially if you've been in a really hard relationship like that devil, you know, a very toxic relationship with the chains, you know, like, you know what I mean? Toxic ass relationship. It's hard for you to trust. It's like, you know, you trust this person, but you're like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain that, but I know what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain, but it's like, you trust the person. You just do. You naturally trust this person, but yet you doubt that because of what you've been through. You're like, wait, is that, what I'm feeling right or wrong? Like, because your intuition's all jacked up because someone made you doubt your intuition for so long. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. It's like, y'all just naturally trust each other. You just, I don't know, you just flow. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah. And so, yeah, this would be someone that you wouldn't be scared meeting up with them to go out on a date, or even having them come and pick you up to go out on a date. You'd happily share your address with them. You know, that's how you know, dudes, that's how you know if a chick trusts you, if she tells you where she lives, okay? If she tells you where she lives, she trusts you, okay? But if she don't, she don't trust you. Just saying, because that would be me. I don't tell anybody where I live unless I trust them. But anyway, so, all right, guys. this is my reading for tonight. I hope y'all have a blessed full moon. If you can, come out to my fire ceremony, please, and thank you. I would appreciate it. I'd really like to see everybody. I really would. I'm trying to get back into the social scene, you know what I mean, and hang out with people. Not date, though. I'm not quite ready for that. Maybe meet up at a coffee shop and have a cup of coffee, but not anything more than that. I just, like my mom, I was telling her about how I did that other reading, and I was talking about how my friend had told me, Cheyenne, why do you got to think of dating so seriously? Why do you got to take everything so seriously? You know, like why can't you just think of them as a friend, you know, and just go out like that and not feel pressured to kiss them or hold their hand or get intimate in any kind of way. Just go out with them as friends. Well, anyway, I was telling my mom about that. My mom was like, that's the truth. That's how you should be. You should be just going out with people as friends. And I was like, yes, Mom, I know. And so I thought, yeah, I could do that with people, you know, just hang out as friends. But that candle's kind of going crazy. I had to blow it out. But anyway, guys, this was your reading. I hope that this helps. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Sorry I'm so long-winded. If y'all enjoyed this, or if it resonates for you, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, share it with your friends and family. I'd appreciate that too. And happy full moon, full buck moon in Aquarius. I hope this full moon treats you well. I'm sure it will. And yeah, read about it on Instagram. You know, there's a lot of articles there about this full moon that can help you. I'll be probably sharing all my stories, so check those out. Different things that I find about the full moon that can help you. Okay, different little rituals and things of that nature. I really hope y'all can join me for my full moon. It'll be at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. God bless you all. Take care. I love you.